Yeah, I'm so sorry I got cut. So moving on to AI use for personal productivity, because we did talk briefly about research productivity. Note personal productivity from your day to day content creating, from your WhatsApp, your social media, everything, even your emails, as you're working out or writing out stuff. There's, for instance, Microsoft Copilot. If you have an Outlook, excuse me, it's been a long day. If you have a Outlook, you know it's right there on your left hand side, the left hand side of Itapia Outlook. So it's there, readily available. It's widely used, and in Copilot, most institution wants it. One thing about the AI use, you need to just find out what it does your institution allow it. So some institutions are clear that they allow it, others they don't say, but it's worth to find out. Ukuthi ungayitholi sengxakini bathi you have broken ama-boundaries we-company or we-institution yakho, we-university yakho. Like you just need to make sure that you're using the AI that's recommended and that's permitted at your institutions, because other institutions are strict to say they don't want certain AIs. So just find out, make sure you find out. Copilot, I haven't yet ngithola an institution that said they didn't want Copilot. I'm an institution that don't want AI. They usually, in general, allow a Copilot. It's the most safest. Well, with the institution that I've been involved with, so just I can't emphasize this enough. Make sure that you find out what is the policy saying about AI use, which AI you're allowed to use, and all of that. So that's really, really critical. Make sure you find that information out. For drafting your reports, we did say email, even your messages. You can't afford now to send out things that, well, now because I'm typing slower than my mind. My brain is always racing with 100 ideas in a split second, ongoingly, non-stop. I do write my messages and my errors there and there. But you just be mindful. It depends also like I can't be talking to my friend and I'm busy proofreading like I'm writing a scientific paper, but also I can't be writing to my boss or my other stakeholders, and then I'm writing it as if I'm writing to my dear friend who understand the typos there and there. So you just it just enhances your write up, depending on whoever you're engaging at that time. ChatGPT, most people love it a lot, and most people think AI is ChatGPT. Just know that is one of the many options, depending on your need and what you require to whatever task at hand, which AI will be relevant for that particular task. So yeah, it's one of many. Email and communication, we did say especially Outlook Copilot, I recommend it a lot because most institutions are lenient and happy with it. AI integrated search tools like yona EndNote le ngikhuluma ngayo, khona oMendeli or Zotero nayo ke they still have like that AI component in it and assist you to be productive and quicker in your reference management, for instance. As for these ones that I could also assist you in formatting, right, and providing efficient formatted outputs. What I would do also after I've written my abstracts, I would run it for it to proofread my work, to say just proofread my work. Again, make sure that you're actually utilizing the AI that's permitted to your institution, just to make sure that it's written properly the way it's supposed to be, and you don't have like common errors that will annoy your co-authors or izokubonisa ngathi reckless. I did mention also space or perplexity as well, and there's recommended tools per institution. So just make sure you are familiar with what's recommended in your institution. So we did say literature review. I definitely recommend or elicit or SciSpace or Perplexity. You make sure that you read those papers, each of them, just screen them, run through them, make sure that it is perfectly. I have a video on how do you do article, well, literature review itself. How do you know that this study is a good study and this study is not a good study? because when you're citing bad studies, it reflects you as an author, but you are not a good author yourself. So you need to know which studies to avoid, which one not to avoid, to assess the credibility of the studies themselves and your authors. I mean, there's a criteria for that. I've spoken about it already. So whatever studies that these AIs are going to give it to you, it's your responsibility to run your own search to make sure that you are taking good quality papers. For data analysis, we have Stata. I'm comfortable so much. Comfortable and ngathi ngisekele kwi-Stata. I've recently started using, not recently one, it's a few years, second year now, using R, but I personally haven't reached a competence that I would say I'm like confident, R1, but I'm there, I'm doing my best, hopefully I should reach my competence later this year, my timelines. But those are some of the AI powered tools that we use for data analysis, data analytics, healthcare science, database analysis. So Kono Python, SPS, depends where you are, which institution you are, which region in this world you are, because it's different languages that we are using, coding and programming languages that we are using across these tools. But to say ER, personally, I feel like OR is the future of epidemiology. OR is the future of biostatistics because it's one language that you can use it whether we're in the South Africa, right at the bottom region, Yomhlaba, to up to the global north. ER is widely used everywhere, and it's the same language that used as of everywhere. It's free to use. It has. So, well, I'm not going to sell Armand because this is not even a paid video. I'm just sharing my knowledge. But I definitely feel I know my limitations as other data analysis tool, but asikho lapho anyway. Ngitshelele ka-facilitating management ukuthi Mandeli Zotero or even EndNote. Writing assistants, I did tell you about which one to look out for. So into ebalulekile ke, especially to those, I don't talk much about qualitatives. It's not my strength. I don't like it. It is also not my strength. I think because I don't like it, I don't have energy to learn it, and because I'm so much analytical. I'm a very analytical person and I enjoy numbers, so I'm so much into analytical studies. So I'm not going to talk much about a qualitative, but I know Goti Kona, ONVivo, AI, and Atlas TI, and all of those. It's if you are into qualitative studies, look out for them, search for them, and you can ask other qualitative people, particularly the social scientists. They use a lot of mainly qualitative studies, which I have major respect. Guma social scientists, I admire their work. I have major respect. I actually came to work with them when I went to my most recent company, and I've just been blown away with the work they do. Anyway, qualitative studies, go consult them and other biostatisticians that may be comfortable with qualitative. That's fine. With systematic review, our bread and butter. Systematic review, you unabo confidence, konabo rain, Ryan, whatever you call it. So those are very good softwares as well that assist you to quickly screen and move on to in-depth reading and move on to your data extraction. Streamline your work and you're able to see what you're doing, even your duplicates, whatever you're excluding and not excluding. You can see your data analysis flow nicely. So they are very good ones. Those ones, I'm sure those that have conducted a systematic review, they know what I'm talking about. The most important thing that I wanted to highlight when talking about AI use is the ethical consideration. Remember, we're obligated to be ethical ourselves personally before institutional and via research anything, and you don't need laws to guard you and now you're being unethical. So being ethical starts with you cannot be stealing people's work and claiming to be yours. If you steal my work is good and fine, but kindly cite me. If you steal my post, can you kindly cite me? Come on. So AI can also perpetuate some biases, right? Because it's up to you, what are you asking it. It's going to give you what you're asking it. So you cannot be biased now and going according to what you want to achieve. You need to